The Duval County Probate Court, an overview. Hi, I'm Darren Findling of the Probate Pro, and we're going to cover the ins and outs of the Duval County Probate Court. Let's get right at it. The Duval County Probate Court is located at 501 West Adams Street in Jacksonville, Florida, of course in Duval County. As you can see from the photo, it's a large, prominent building with many courtrooms, municipal offices, easy to find. Plenty of parking surrounding the building. With any courthouse, we strongly urge you to leave your house early, give yourself plenty of time to travel, get to the courthouse, find a parking space, make your way through security to find your court office or courtroom. We recognize that probate-related issues are often stress-induced and filled with a lot of emotion, so give yourself plenty of time to travel and make your way through the security. The Duval County Probate Court is a secured facility. Most people understand what you can and cannot bring in to a secured facility, but there are times that you may not realize that you have something that is inappropriate to bring through the security. For example, those body sprays or breath sprays in the form of an aerosol can are prohibited, as well as any food or alcohol from the outside, any lighters or flammable things like a lighter or matches are prohibited, as well as phones with recording devices. Sometimes people forget that they have things in their pockets or their purses like little nail files or clippers for their fingernails in the form of like a Swiss Army knife. So check your pockets, check your purse before you leave your car, because it's really frustrating to get to security to only learn that you have to turn back and put the items back in your car. The Duval County Probate Court, of course, handles probate and guardianship related issues as well as mental health related issues, deceased probate estates in which you're administering the affairs of somebody that has died, trusts that need supervision, as well as guardianship related matters. The Duval County Probate Court is really fortunate to have experienced judges serving on behalf of the community. Judge Jack Sheemer and Judge Thomas M. Beverly serve on behalf of the probate court docket. The Duval County Probate Court has a really nice website that allows you to handle many affairs that you otherwise would need to go to the courthouse to address. You can do them from the comfort of your laptop computer. For example, I'm showing you here the duvalclerk.com website, which is kind of a funny URL, but it is what it is. This is the main page for the website serving the Duval County Clerk office. And as you can see, you can search for online records, for docket information, court forms, filing fees, how to make payments, things like that. So we're going to walk you through here how to use an online search if you're looking for a particular case filed at the Duval County Probate Court. Click on that little button there, which takes you to kind of an interesting page that talks about a core or an acclaim search. Not sure why they chose those terms, but the acclaim isn't the search that's used for probate related records. So I've highlighted the core button so you can avoid having to read which one is which. Click core, takes you to another page. Again, a little clunky here how they've done this. You can register as a user, or you can use the public access. Click the public access section, which then takes you to a search window. Here you can search with various parameters, including the year, the case type, the name, and in this particular case, I searched under the name John Doe, and I searched for probate related matters, and you click the little search button. From there, it takes you to the court dockets that have the search parameters that you've used, in this case John Doe, and it's identified them, including the guardianship or deceased estate files. Here I've highlighted some guardianship files by clicking the case number or the name. It's a hyperlink, which then allows you to go even deeper into the file. Here I've highlighted one particular one in which you could review the petition for order authorizing the settlement of this particular file. And if you notice on the far right, you have to register to be able to see the image. What I mean by the image is the actual court document. So here you can see without registering lots of valuable public information, the docket, case dates, file dates, and the items that have been filed within a particular matter. But to view the image, you do have to register through their clerk registration. I'm going to show you now also that this website allows for some frequently asked questions relating to probate-related issues. Some basic questions to give you a primer on why you're involved at the probate court at all. Some basic questions that are answered here in the frequently asked question page, as well as the website does link you to the filing fees as well as court forms. What's really nice there is that you can fill out those forms in advance of filing them and make sure that you have all the relevant information to complete the forms. One of the most commonly asked questions are what are the filing fees associated with opening a deceased estate or a guardianship file. They're listed here, and these numbers may change, so we always urge you to go to the website to get the most up-to-date, accurate information on filing fees. But to really understand the full extent of the costs of being involved in a probate matter, including the filing fees to commence the file all the way through to concluding the file, you should contact your probate lawyer or, of course, the probate court to get a full understanding of the full extent of the expenses related to these particular matters, as well as if you're hiring a lawyer, what the legal expenses would be to retain a lawyer to help you through the process. The Duval County Probate Court and the state of Florida maintain really deep statistical analyses of various matters involved with the filings with the court. As you can see from this particular table, from fiscal year 2009 through fiscal year 2019, you can see steady railroad tracks of growth in the number of filings. The bluish color represents the total filings in the state of Florida, and the magenta color represents the dispositions, the matters that are resolved. Year to year, the probate court docket is becoming filled with more and more files, and 133,000 files were filed statewide, with 128,000 disposed of in fiscal year 18-19. So it is a busy court system that probate is involved in statewide. Here you can see that by category, probate filings represented 59,000 probate filings within the state, trust 940, and guardianship 7,906. The rest relate to mental health related matters under the Baker Act or Substance Abuse Act. This particular graph reflects that probate represents about 49.2% of all filings at the probate court statewide. Commitment acts relating to mental health issues, 44%. Trust, just a fraction of the filings, and guardianships, a little less than 6%. This shows the dispositions and how they're disposed of. And what I mean by that is, are they disposed or ended or concluded with a hearing, before a hearing, by a judge, or by trial? Now, as you can see here, that by a judge without trial represents a little less than 50%, and disposed of even before the hearing occurs, 43.6%. If you add those two together, you can see that this graph represents that most matters are resolved either before hearing or by a judge before trial. Some of them get resolved in other ways by facilitative mediation, and of course, very few by a trial. This graph represents specifically relating to Duval County, and as you can see, probate represents a little short of 2,500 probate filings in fiscal year 2019, as well as trust just representing 36 and 387 guardianship matters. So within that particular county, 6,436 probate-related matters were filed at the probate court. So what can you take from this? It's a busy courthouse, lots of filings, lots of proceedings in front of the judges. So we strongly urge you to have good legal competent representation through the probate process to make sure that the court understands your particular probate-related matter. At the Probate Pro, we are passionate about probate-related issues. If you have questions about the Duval County Probate Court or any probate-related matter, give us a call, 833-PROBATE, or visit us at theprobatepro.com.